we've always been marked down. Laws, yes, plenty of them will pass. Oversight, very weak. Even in West Africa, we are considered almost the last. The Togo Parliament was more effective than us. And then things like value for money, audits, and the rest, we couldn't do anything. But what has even worsened it is the fact that the executive, through their adventure, has even taken many more members, apart from the ministers and deputy ministers. And so you have members of parliament who are in various boards, and there are even some that are heads of boards and chief executives of some organizations. And you all know why this is happening. So the presidents end up co-opting the whole party in parliament to be part of the executive. And so how can you criticize yourself? That is the issue. Again, parliament, even though we approve the budget, after we've approved the budget, to get our own budget released is a very serious challenge. And as the late Peter Alagete said, we always have to go cap in hand, begging the Minister for Finance to release our budgetary allocation. So how can you not hold that person or the executive to account? You are begging the person to even give you your money to survive. You know. And so it's not been easy. It's not just the making of parliament, even though parliament itself is to be blamed. Because as I told you, the speakers, if they were giving some more thought to the concept that we adopted, is the most strongest personality in our constitutional architecture. It's only the speaker that you need 3/4 of members of parliament to vote to remove. Even removing the president is just 2/3 of the votes of members of parliament. So it's a lower percentage. To remove the speaker is a higher percentage, a threshold of 3/4. Very high. So the speaker is very powerful. But how do you get there? It's somebody that will nominate you. And so they are caught. Even the leaders, it's the same problem with them. It's the party, or usually they say the party, but the boss of the party is the president. He has to say yes. And I recall in the 4th Parliament, after Honorable Osu Ajapon left, and they had to replace him. Left to become a minister, and they had to replace him, and the next in order was Honorable Oseidu, and he was not meeting the favor of his bosses. Parliament was for some months without a majority leader. It took a lot of lobbying before he was finally given the nod, and then my friend Oseche became his deputy. You know, that is the challenge that we have, and we have to continue with these constitutional reforms. I support it seriously. We have to retune, refine the constitutional framework to make sure that Parliament is positioned to be able to do this work.